I'm Marianne Clyde.
And I'm Lorna McGill.
And we welcome you to the Isn't She Amazing podcast. Very excited about our guest today. We've got Novita Rumngangun. Did I say that right, Nona?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. She's a vice president, a director, and a general agency manager at Manulife in Jakarta, Indonesia. And she's a groundbreaking financial professional. She's a motivational leader. She has passionate marketing skills, proven success. And we are so excited to welcome you to the podcast and talk about you, your growth, and women in Indonesia. Thank you. Thanks for coming, Nona.
Yeah,
well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's
yeah.
Okay, so don't know if we have a little delay, but we'll talk slowly so we can not overtalk you. So I want to know, tell us specifically about your rise to success in the insurance industry. Did it start in the insurance industry or did it start somewhere else?
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you for having me. It's really such an honor to be here on your program and be part of this amazing community. I'm really, really excited. Even when I have an invitation from you, wow, this is like really an opportunity for me to talk about Indonesia. It's really an opportunity for me to talk and be proud to be Indonesian. So it's really thank you. So I have had more than 25 years experience in this life insurance industry. I started from being an agent.
Okay.
I didn't want to be an agent. I want to be a diplomat. I want to be an ambassador. Because it's really an easy way because I would like to travel around the world for free. But
that's a good perk.
I also would like to represent Indonesia. Since I was a kid, I really want to represent my country. When I was studying in Australia, and then I usually very active in an organization, a student organization, and then one day the ambassador said that when you graduated, back to Indonesia. I back to Indonesia, and I was hoping that I start my a training to be an attaché, like the young attaché, but the story, things happen for a reason, and I end up in a insurance as an agent. Back then, 25 years ago, even now, the financial literacy is still low. Insurance, penetration is still low. Imagine 25 years ago. But there's so many rejections. I was really, really almost frustrated in doing this. But it's not easy for me to give up. So and then one day, one of my unit manager asked me to join her, to pay a claim to the young woman with a 3-month-old baby. And then when I came there, and then that I still remember, it's just like a yesterday. That young woman said that, well, everybody expressed their condolence. Everybody, expressed their sympathy to us because we're losing, someone we love. I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, everybody going home and then continue their life.
Yes.
This claim, it really matters for me and my son to continue the life.
Powerful.
So
Wow.
and then it struck me, and then that is my turning point where I see that this is not just something that I can earn some money, but this is like really noble things.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, the power of belief, the power that you believe that this is good, you believe that this is really helping people.
Right.
When I went back to my office, I learned passionately because I know my purpose back then. Since that, I know this is my purpose in life, helping people. Then, since then, my career, slowly but sure, I'm climbing up the ladder.
Mhm.
So that is why, like, Marian and Lorna, I committed to this industry. Really
Well, I
committed.
can see that. I mean, your passion is probably what differentiated you. Like you weren't just doing a job, you were on a mission.
Exactly. And then that is really what make me excited every single morning, because like I know that I make the impactful things. I am helping people every single day. So yeah, that's always make me
That's
alive.
just awesome.
That's very inspiring.
Yeah, that really.
And so here's a question: is your rise to success, is your position at Manulife normal for a woman in Indonesia, or how is the workplace environment for women? I know that's a very generalized question, but how is it in
Well,
Indonesia?
in Indonesia, still, if you're talking about the Jakarta is a big city. Like many working women here, many even like the sea level. There are so many sea level. Even in Manulife Indonesia, 50% of the sea level is a woman.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Better than
but
the United States.
yeah. And but in my position as a distribution, the chief distribution especially, it's the hardest one.
Ah,
And even in Manulife, I am the first woman to have this role.
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Well, I
pretty.
would
Thank you.
imagine I'm a financial. I'm a CPA, and so I've always worked in the financial industry, and even here in the United States, I've always worked with more men than women because it's
Yeah.
predominantly financial industry. So is that similar there?
Yeah. There's a lot of men, but as an agent, most of them is women, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're talking about Jakarta, there are so many executive nowadays is women. Yeah,
Mhm.
but Jakarta is only a small part of Indonesia. We have 270 million people, and in Jakarta we have 12 million.
Ah,
So in terms of the percentage, the career woman in Indonesia still very small. But
okay.
I can see it's getting better and better. I can see there is more and more women being a breadwinner in a family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and many of them, even though they are like a housewife, but they are well educated.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah. So what do you specifically do in your agency? Because we've never met in person, but I follow you on LinkedIn and see what's happening in your life and in your agency. And I know you do things to motivate your people, to keep them interested in their work. I mean, even just what you've told us this morning is inspiring. Is because you're inspired, I think you inspire others. So
Well, and I want to add real quick, because I saw on LinkedIn you had something about the unstoppable journey that you were having for your team. Like, what is that?
yeah.
Is that I'm sure that-
Yeah. Well, I just had a kickoff meeting where I speak in front of 1,600 people, and tomorrow I'm flying to other city, another city, another city. But yeah, I mean, like since I committed in this industry, I even from the beginning, like I was like nobody, but I have a big dream. I said to everybody, if you do, your dream is not scare you, it's not big enough, right? So when I was like young, and then my as a human being, sometimes I complain, and I talk to my mom. My mom was a career woman as well, and I said like, that should be done like this, should be done by this, my colleague like this, my boss like that. And my mom said that, so you want your voice to be heard? And I said, of course. And then, do you want to be a decision maker? And I said, of course. Then my mom said, be a superstar, climb the ladder, be to the top, you know, and then you make a decision for everybody. You make a better a decision for everybody, impacting everybody. So that's inspired me to be the best every single level that I did. So it's become a habit. It's
Yeah.
become a habit that I don't like status quo. I don't like to be mediocre.
Ah,
And Marian and Lorna, I don't differentiate the gender. To me, whether you are woman or you are man, what matters is something that you bring on my table.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So that's how I lead my team.
That is
So
cool.
that's wonderful.
that's yeah. And then again, when I would like to be really expert in this industry, I have to know from end to end. So
Right.
I can be empathy to people. So in this industry, I was an IT director, I was a recruitment manager, I was a training, everything that I was there to run. So now as a vice president director, I can see like helicopter view. I can be empathy, but on the other hand, it's really hard for it's really hard for my team to say no because I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Because you know what the answer should be.
Exactly, exactly. So and then like when they give me this challenge, I was really, because this is a big role, managing more than 14,000 people, all over Indonesia. And not just that, but you also have a responsibility how to help people to get more income and
Yes.
how to help people, Indonesian people, to be protected and have a better financial, like planning, that sort of thing.
I have a question on
And
that. So is that, I mean, how hard is that? How challenging is that to get the Indonesian people to understand the importance of protecting themselves financially?
it's in Indonesia, like insurance is something is really luxurious thing. To them is like the first thing, because like the rich people and then the poor people, the gap is really significant. But nowadays it's really getting better. Better meaning like more than 50% is a middle age with the middle income. However, the education is not there.
Mm-hmm.
They still think like, why do I need that? I don't need that, because in Indonesia, we're helping one another. Why do I need that? If I am sick, I still have my family. My family won't let me, like without any treatment and so on. So there is still, because we are not individualistic. So we are helping our family, even though you are also not in a good condition, but we are keen to help the people. So that's so giving them, open their mind is a challenge,
Yes.
because like, especially when they are giving you some investment, they don't feel that. They don't get a benefit directly.
Not until something goes wrong. Not
Sometimes,
until something
yes,
goes wrong.
exactly. Or sometimes when you have a life protections, your family and beneficiary get that, right? So it's really hard. And then when I got this challenge from my CEO, and I was like, even, are you sure? But I never say that, are you sure, to my boss. And I said like, okay, I'll do it. And I'll think later how I do it, but I will do it
Good
for
answer.
sure.
Absolutely. Love your attitude.
Yeah, I think we've all been there. Yeah, then you turn around and you go, how in the heck am I gonna do this?
Exactly. So, and then after that, I was thinking, oh my God. And I shared it to my friend, and my friend said, are you nuts? Are you crazy? I mean, like, you are not young anymore. I mean, and then you have a good position as a chief marketing. you are very well known as a chief marketing, and now you have to start from zero. But I see like, well, at least someone trusts me to do it. How can I not trust myself?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a great point.
And here's a good question too, because, isn't she amazing? Focuses specifically on women over 50 living their brightest life. And you are like a poster child for that. And it's like, what do you do when somebody says to you, look, you're not so young anymore? And does it make you want to back down, or does it make you want to go,
Fighting.
watch me?
Oh yeah, I love to, to prove that, everybody wrong about me, especially underestimate me. And
I thought of that phrase this morning that I see sometimes online. It says, underestimate me. That'll be fun.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I actually have a sweatshirt that a friend bought me that says that I wear.
Yeah. So that's again relates to, my topic about the unstoppable. I mean, like, you have a dream. That should be unstoppable mindset to have that, because things is possible. It's just about you. You
it
know,
is.
once you fail doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It just need more resilience and more focus and more improvement to get. So one time failure is nothing. I need to do it again. Because to me, people always say, like, why are you doing that? Like, why is hard for you to say this? Why don't you just give up? I said, to me, because I have a clear purpose in life. Mary and Lorna, I always think like I want to do my best every day, because I don't know. Today probably my last day in this world. I would like to leave the legacy that people knows what I'm doing when I still alive. So I am very grateful, God give me an opportunity, you know, this in this life, that I can make something different to people. So
Yeah.
that is a purpose to me. So age is a number, like, doesn't mean that you're young, you're stronger than me. No. But to me, when you are 50, meaning that you have more experience, that you have more wisdom, that
Yes.
you have more time to tell the people, that, an opportunity for people to inspire, to be inspired by you. So yeah, I am
It's
probably 50 in terms of age, but I still have many things to do.
absolutely what it sounds like. You have a really good inspiration and mentor in your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She sounds like
yeah.
she's quite the inspiration.
Yeah, she's the inspiration. My parent passed away,
Oh,
and then I have one younger brother and one older brother, and they're both passed away. So I'm the only one.
Oh,
wow.
So
you're carrying
yeah,
that legacy. You're the
yeah,
legacy.
and they both, passed away in front of me. One, the latest, my younger brother, in COVID. So it's really telling me that, hey, Nona, you're still alive. There must be something that God wants you to do. Your job in this world is not finished yet. So then again, like, the purpose in life is really important to me. Making things, helping people, it's even more important to me than, my career. Then
I can't imagine like how inspirational you are to your team. I mean, if you are showing up like this every day, I mean, it must be amazing. I can see why they would just totally excel and want to give you the best, because you're a definite example of
well,
living your life with
yeah,
purpose. I think that's what's so important, is people don't realize how important that is. Like, you can go through your day, I always say, plodding along or slogging along through your day, but when you have like your purpose, That's you're
Walk,
showing up
walk,
totally
walk
different.
the talk. Walk the talk is really important, Laura. And one of the things like this is one of the things like not happen in Indonesia. Not just for women, but also for men. Telling your failure,
Mm.
sharing your failure. That's very rare in Indonesia. But to me, it's really a secret to make your team trust you, that you are not perfect as a leader.
Well, you know,
That
when you admit to something that didn't go your way at one time, didn't fulfill a dream that you had, and then you show them, but I overcame that. And
Can't give up.
that's where the strength is in the overcoming. Not in the fact that you failed, or not in the fact that you're disappointed or something didn't go right, but it's in the inspiration is yeah, but you got back up again and then you climbed higher.
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
love that.
and that's really important. You know, I was jobless for 5 months.
That's
Um,
scary.
yeah, it's really scary. When I was in the top, you know, someone offered me a job, and then I trust that person because that person is the owner of one of the a company. I think Bob knew about that, at that time as well. And then I trust, and even they offer me a package which is lesser than I got at that time.
Mm.
But my point is like my best friend say, "Are you crazy? Usually people move to another company for increment for better, but I say like imagine if I move to this company even with the lesser package, but I make that happen, my value would be rising,
Yes.
on the top."
Yeah.
My value is, and then everybody knows me, so that was my aim. But at the time, well, things happen for a reason, didn't work very well, and then they disappointed me, and they break the commitment because there was a gentleman agreement.
Right.
But I was sad. But then again, I reflect myself, what did I do wrong? I never blame people. What
Mm.
did I do wrong? At that time, losing a job, where many people really rely on me, I didn't tell to them. Really, silver lining that I see, like many of my team, which I lead before in many company, came to me and then helped me to find a job. Can you believe that? They're not even reporting to me.
They believed in you though.
Exactly. Exactly. And then when at that time, even like a job, very, very small responsibility is only 10% of my usual formal salary. And I say like, it's okay, I take it because I know that, I can prove something, and then they can see me, that I am a hard worker with a big purpose. But again, did I blame the company that, make me jobless? No, I didn't, because I believe things happen for a reason. Because of them, I am now have a job that I really, really passionate about.
Yeah.
I really have a great job.
Right. And I
Yeah.
love your attitude about the no blaming thing, because that just all that does, it makes you angry, resentful, it sucks your energy, and then you don't have the energy left over to go seek out what
Correct.
is better, what is newer, what is
Correct.
beyond where you are. And it just
You
sounds
end up
like
in a cycle. You end up in a cycle of griping and complaining and thinking, why me? And it doesn't do you any good. That's awesome that
I
you
know, yeah. And if you do that, like you just the same like another mediocre. And I don't want to be a mediocre.
no.
and
And
you
you're
are not.
certainly not. You are a bright, shining star, shining brightly so other people can see your light and then follow that.
I mean, I can't even imagine like what the energy, I mean, you can feel the energy on the Zoom call. I can't imagine being in a room with you, what that energy is like.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's a question, Nona. If a woman comes to you, or anybody, any coworker or someone that you're working with, and says, I just feel so down. I feel like I'm not making an impact. I'm sad. I'm depressed. What do you tell them to move them beyond, to help them move beyond where they are?
Well, usually I listen to them. I listen to them. I mean, like, I cannot judge them with the one problem, one sadness that they bring to me. I need to find the root cause.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So I don't want to pretend that I'm the wiser one giving you an advice. Like, I really need to know, what's going on. Sometimes I need to know, like, their inner feeling itself. Sometimes you have a problem in the office. It's not because the problem in the office. You have a problem with your family. You
Right.
have a problem, on the way to the office. So that sort of thing. So it's really impacting, right? So I need to know. And after that, like, again, I also need to share that I also, had the same experience, like, human being. I disappointed, I angry, and this and that. I usually share my story. So without telling them what to do, I share my story and how I handle that situations and how I learn from that situation. So usually, telling them how I always do my best, never really settle to the less than that.
Oh,
So yeah.
that reminds me too, because that's important. And before we went on the air, Lorna, you had said there was something you wanted to ask Nona specifically about overcoming.
Yeah, it was just like, what barriers have you had to overcome through your career, or do you see that women have to overcome in Indonesia?
Well, like, women have so many capabilities. We know that, right?
Of
But
course.
sometimes we limit ourselves,
Yeah.
and we have self-doubts that actually prevent us from flying higher. So that's what happened. A woman will make their mark at work when they inspire others. What I can see, like, well, at least in Indonesia, it's really hard among the women to appreciate another achievement.
Is that
It's just like, yeah, well, at least what I see, like, it's really hard for us to say, we have to support another woman. Let's do this. Let's do this. Like, that's what happened. And then it's just the same like this. Ambition. The word ambition itself is a negative. To me, it's not negative. I need an ambition. I have to have an ambition to reach my dream. But when we are talking about ambition in Indonesia, is a negative thing. Because usually when you would like to reach the ambition, those ambition, you're doing whatever you want, even though hurting people. So sometimes I say, ambition, there's nothing wrong with the ambition. It's just the way people doing it is wrong when you're doing the wrong thing, like, yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
has that
so a
changed?
woman will make the mark at work when they inspire others. I mentioned it to you, and I always think, like, be a living proof, be an example, and that differ between a boss and a leader, in a work area, like support women to women, inspire other women, like inspire other women with your achievement, that is more. Your achievements speak louder than whatever you say to other people.
Of course. So
Yeah.
here we want to ask you a question about if you had, 30 seconds or a minute to inspire women who are watching this program, one thing that they need to know that you think is so important in their happiness and success, what would you say?
I like that. I like that happiness. I mean, like, everybody should have a purpose in life. You not just live in this world, without that purpose. At least when you wake up, you know what you're doing, right? To me, the word happy is really important. Yeah, happy. There is one purpose I have had from the starting point in the industry, as I mentioned to you, up until now: happy life and happy afterlife. Meaning, happy life, by having a stable career and finances, as well as continuing to strive to be a better individual every single day. You are happy that your life gives meaning and is useful to many people, right? So and you need to be happy in what you're doing, right? And the other thing is happy in afterlife. That is also important for me, and I think it's important for others as well, because we don't live in this world forever. So through my work in the industry, and everybody, if you have a purpose, you can help everybody. In my case is the how you help people, to protect other people, especially financial solution. But one thing, the best kind of human being is one who is beneficial to many people.
And it sounds like you're that person.
Well, she's definitely one of our people, because
Absolutely.
we are all about helping people discover what that purpose is, because
That's
you're right. So many people march through life just day by day without really thinking. And when they discover that purpose, and you see that spark in their eye, which I'm sure you see all the time, like, you're like, that's it. That's what their purpose is. And they know it in their heart, but they don't actually live their life that way many times. So you're a true inspiration.
So Lorna, how did we go so long without having connected with Nona?
I'm like, she's one of us.
I know.
No,
yeah, it's like she has our talking points.
She does.
Nona, this has been really uplifting and enlightening and inspiring, and we want to share it with as many people as we can, and we will get this posted as soon as possible. How do people get in touch with you? What's the best way if somebody wants to talk further with you?
Well, they can connect with me in the LinkedIn. They can, email me. I'll share my email if after this through the LinkedIn. So they can even call me. They can even video call me. So as long as my time will be beneficial to people, I am welcome.
You're a blessing.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for joining us. And
thank you so much, Marian. Thank you so much, Lauren. I mean, like, I am really, really honored. I mean, like, I've see and then listen and then watch your podcast, how you really make the impactful, to many people, and I really inspired by what you're doing. So it's an honor for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and we will connect with you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.